When it comes to Call of Duty these days, most of the titles are more or less of the same thing. Same gameplay, same game modes, different year, inflated price. You know, it's just the norm for this franchise. But what you can say about the game is that most of the newer releases have brought the franchise's famous FPS style of gameplay down to a mastered science. Most of the newer Call of Duty games feel smooth to play, especially on a controller, and for the most part, the new matchmaking allows me to get at least a few kills in before I get sniped from every conceivable angle in ground war mode. So as much as the new games seem to be a cash grab to captivate the classic fun of the older titles, I would say if you haven't played a Call of Duty game in a while, it's worth picking up the most recent release due to the improvements made upon the game. But still, there's just some things that you can't replace or upgrade in a new game that makes it as good as the classic Call of Duty titles. Mainly because half of what we associate with these other games is the nostalgia, and you know, no amount of content you add can beat nostalgia. It's like the Sage Madara of the gaming world. You're gonna need a lot of plot armor to beat it. But that certainly doesn't mean that Infinity Ward doesn't try. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the second release game of the re-trilogy, yes I just made that up, of the original Modern Warfare games. And this is an obvious ploy to reuse characters and source material, making it easier on them, but also a play to feed into the nostalgia of all of the original Call of Duty players. And it has to be mostly working because Infinity Ward has recently shown that they're doubling down on this by announcing the return of yet another fan favorite classic feature within the Season 2 update, dropping February 15th, one day after Valentine's Day, to which, you know, while other people are out on their date nights, I'm gonna be in the crib installing a Modern Warfare 2 update. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But not as fun as this plug on my Patreon. If you want to support the channel, gain access to exclusive videos that'll never go to YouTube, or be able to watch my channel videos earlier than when I usually upload them, feel free to check the link in the description below and become a Patreon member today. Now, like we already mentioned, Call of Duty is doing whatever they can to feed into the classic elements of their past games, such as making fleshed out DLC for its characters, remaking older maps, and bringing back fan favorite features. But today, we're talking about what was most recently announced, which was the return of a classic game mode from the original Modern Warfare trilogy. The news came from some random tweet of just some fans saying playing Infected on Call of Duty with friends is the greatest feeling in the world, to which the official Call of Duty team responded by saying, "We agree, see you February 15th, unofficially yet pretty much officially confirming the return of the Infected game mode. Now, to the uninformed, Infected is a multiplayer game mode that originated in the 2011 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. In this mode, there's two teams of players, to which one team is equipped with only basic guns, while the other team is equipped with only knives. And the team with only knives, named the Infected, have to try and kill as many of the team with guns, which turns them into the Infected, doing so, growing the team of Infected until there's no one left with guns. I'm not the best at explaining things, so if you're scratching your head right now, I'm sorry. It's basically a knife versus gunfight to see which team can survive the longest, and it's a well-beloved game mode within the Call of Duty series. Now personally, my experience with the Infected game mode on Call of Duty is non-existent. Modern Warfare 3 came out in 2011, and I didn't actively have internet in my house until like 2014, so you know, me and those multiplayer bots got well acquainted during those years. But back in 2017, when I was an active Garry's Mod player, there was a server that recreated the Infected mode that I'd play almost every night before bed, so I do have some experience with the mode, just not on Call of Duty. So I am excited to finally feel what, you know, you guys felt playing the mode back in the day, only this time in the current iteration of the game. And with that being said, I overall think that Season 2 will propel the game to be even better as a whole. The content that they claim to add definitely aims to make the game more fun, so I am looking forward to that. Hopefully the game does only see improvements from this point, and hopefully this game mode holds up to its original experience. So what do you guys think about the return of the infected game mode, man? Feel free to leave a comment down below. As always, if you like on the video, subscribe. If you're interested, check out the Patreon. And I'll see you on the next one.